English story, motivational video, love story. These words played over and over in Mark's mind as he sat by the window of his small apartment, staring at the rain-soaked streets below. He had always been drawn to stories that could uplift and inspire, tales of love and resilience that left a lasting impression. Little did he know that his own life was about to unfold in a way that would become a poignant and motivational video in its own right. Mark was an architect by profession, a man who took pride in creating spaces that brought people together. He had a quiet, introspective nature, often lost in his thoughts as he sketched designs and drafted plans. His life was comfortable, albeit lonely. He had friends and a supportive family, but something was missing, something he couldn't quite define. One rainy afternoon, Mark decided to visit a local cafe, a quaint little place known for its warm ambience and excellent coffee. He sat by the window, sipping his drink and watching the world go by, when a woman walked in and immediately caught his attention. Her name was Lily. She had an air of quiet elegance, her long hair cascading over her shoulders, and her eyes held a depth that spoke of experiences far beyond her years. Lily was a writer, a poet to be precise, with a soul that thrived on expressing the beauty and pain of life through words. She had recently moved to the city, seeking inspiration and a fresh start after a series of personal setbacks. Her eyes met Mark's as she entered the cafe, and in that moment, something clicked between them. Their first conversation was sparked by a mutual appreciation for the cafe's cozy atmosphere and the rain's rhythmic patter against the windows. Mark was captivated by Lily's passion for her craft, and she, in turn, found his dedication to architecture fascinating. They talked for hours, sharing stories of their lives, their dreams, and the challenges they faced. As days turned into weeks, Mark and Lily's bond grew stronger. They met regularly at the cafe, each encounter deepening their connection. Mark found himself inspired by Lily's resilience and her ability to find beauty in the simplest of things. She had a way of seeing the world that was both profound and refreshing, and it stirred something within him that he hadn't felt in years. One evening, as they walked through a park illuminated by the soft glow of street lamps, Mark felt an overwhelming urge to express his feelings. He took Lily's hand, his heart pounding in his chest. Lily, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a cliché, but you've changed my life," he began. "You've brought a light into my world that I didn't know was missing. I think I'm falling in love with you." Lily's eyes filled with tears, and she smiled softly. Mark, you have no idea how much that means to me. I feel the same way. You've been my anchor, my muse. I love you too." Their love blossomed in the months that followed, a beautiful intertwining of two souls who had found solace and inspiration in each other. They spent their days exploring the city, visiting art galleries, and sharing quiet moments in the park. Mark felt a renewed sense of purpose, and Lily's writing flourished like never before. However, life has a way of throwing curveballs when least expected. One sunny afternoon, as they lay on a blanket in the park, Lily turned to Mark with a pained expression. Mark, there's something I need to tell you," as she said, her voice trembling. "I have a medical condition, an autoimmune disease. It's something I've been living with for years, but it's getting worse." Mark's heart sank. Lily, what do you mean? How serious is it?" Lily took a deep breath, trying to steady her emotions. It's unpredictable. Some days are better than others, but there's no cure. It affects my energy, my ability to do things. I didn't want to tell you because I was afraid of losing you." Mark pulled her into his arms, holding her tightly. Lily, I'm not going anywhere. We will face this together. I love you, and nothing will change that. Their relationship was put to the test as Lily's condition fluctuated. Mark became her rock, supporting her through the difficult days and cherishing the good ones. He admired her strength and resilience, even as she faced the limitations of her illness. Their love grew deeper, a testament to their unwavering commitment to each other. Despite the challenges, Lily continued to write, her words imbued with the raw honesty of her experiences. Mark found solace in his work, designing spaces that reflected the beauty he saw in Lily and their life together. They learned to appreciate the small moments of joy, finding comfort in their shared presence. One winter evening, as snow gently fell outside their window, Lily sat at her desk, writing furiously. Mark watched her, his heart swelling with love and pride. She had always been his inspiration, the muse behind his creations, and he was determined to be there for her, no matter what. Lily, I have something for you, Mark said, pulling out a small, wrapped gift from his pocket. Lily looked up, surprised. What's this? Just open it, Mark urged, a hint of excitement in his voice. Lily unwrapped the gift to find a beautifully crafted journal, its leather cover embossed with her initials. She opened it to the first page, where Mark had written a heartfelt note. For my love, Lily, it read. May this journal be a place for your dreams, your hopes, and your words. I believe in you, and I will always be by your side. Love, Mark. Tears streamed down Lily's cheeks as she read the note. She hugged Mark tightly, overwhelmed by his love and support. Thank you, Mark. This means the world to me. As the years passed, Lily's condition worsened, but she continued to write, her words touching the hearts of many. Mark remained by her side, a steadfast presence in her life. They faced each challenge together, finding strength in their love and in the moments of joy they shared. Lily's health took a severe turn one spring, and she was hospitalized. Mark was by her side every day, holding her hand and reading to her from the journal he had given her. Despite the pain and uncertainty, their love remained a source of comfort and hope. One quiet afternoon, as Mark read a passage from Lily's latest poem, she looked at him with a peaceful expression. Mark, I want you to know that you've given me a beautiful life, she said softly. You've been my anchor, my love, and my inspiration. Thank you for everything. Mark's voice broke as he replied, Lily, you've been my everything. I love you more than words can express. Lily smiled weakly, her eyes closing as she took a final, peaceful breath. Mark held her close, his heart breaking but filled with gratitude for the time they had shared. In the days and weeks that followed, Mark struggled with the grief of losing Lily. He poured his heart into his work, channeling his pain into designs that reflected the beauty and resilience Lily had embodied. Her words, captured in the journal, became a source of comfort and inspiration, reminding him of the love they had shared. Mark decided to publish a collection of Lily's poems, a tribute to her life and the indomitable spirit she had shown. The book, titled Whispers of the Heart, became a bestseller, touching the lives of countless readers. Lily's legacy lived on through her words, a testament to the power of love and the human spirit. Years later, Mark stood before a crowd at a book signing, looking out at the faces of those who had been moved by Lily's poetry. He felt a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing that her words had made a difference in the world. With a smile, he signed the last book of the evening and quietly thanked Lily for giving him a story that would live on forever. In the quiet moments, Mark often returned to the park where they had shared so many precious memories. He would sit on the same bench, feeling Lily's presence beside him, and remember the journey they had taken together. Their love story had been filled with both joy and sorrow, but it had ultimately been a testament to the power of love to heal, inspire, and transform. Mark knew that Lily's spirit lived on in his work, her poetry, and in the hearts of those who had been touched by their story. He carried her memory with him always, a source of strength and inspiration that would never fade. And in that enduring love, he found the motivation to continue creating, to continue living, and to continue believing in the beauty of life, no matter how fleeting it might be. In the end, Mark and Lily's story was more than just a love story. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the power of creativity, and the transformative nature of true love. It was a reminder that even in the face of life's greatest challenges, love has the power to uplift, to inspire, and to create a legacy that endures long after we are gone. And that, Mark knew, was the greatest story of all.